What are we playing? We are playing Slay the Princess, which we actually played on Friday. We played the demo on Friday because it was supposed to be released on Friday, but there was Steam technicality thing that came up, so it got released today. And we're playing a game on day one on my channel. I went and spent money on a game, which I don't usually do. It's on sale though. It's not a little sale, but it's a brand new game, so it's not gonna be heftily discounted. But I wanted to play it. We're gonna play it. And yeah, this is a horror game. It's not intended for all audiences. There are some disturbing things going on. And we're gonna play it. Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Aww. So yeah, we played a demo, which got you through multiple, like, it got you through one round with a princess, and then a secondary round, based on what you did in the first round. And there were like 10 outcomes to come within that demo itself. It was kind of neat. But basically we're here to slay this princess, and we have our inner monologues that will talk to us. I'm just looking at the desktop audio. Let's look at our preferences. It's all right. That looks okay. I don't know what boil effect is. I don't know. Looked it up. Anyways, let's start. Let's just go. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Aww. And yeah, this is beautifully drawn. Like, the art in this game is really good, and we can adjust our vision slightly.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So we got options. A lot of options. I'm just gonna go through it like, you know, we didn't play the demo. Although I think I'll follow some of the routes that we did in the demo and just carry on from there, see how that works out. So we can talk to our narrator. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered... Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it? Can't someone else do it? Forget it. I'm not doing it. Have you considered I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? I don't think this was here before. Okay, thanks for telling me. Sweet, I always wanted to off a monarch. We can turn around. We can just go towards our cabin. What's her reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ooh. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
No more trees? Oh, but there's so many trees around. How can a princess locked away in the basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Yeah. Do you have any evidence to back this up? We want to know why we're doing this.
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
I mean,
You've made it this far. You might as well reach the end of your journey.
I mean, it's important to question these things, especially when it's about, killing some random princess. We want to be sure. Killing a princess seems kind of bad.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, a princess could be a seamstress too. Oh, can you tell me what my prize is? This wasn't here before.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Elphus! Hey, welcome. Oh, happy. Well, it's good to see you. Happy no telling. I'll give you a. There you go. Just in case. We're gonna slay a princess or save her. Can someone else do it? Forget it. Okay, I'm sold. Let's do this.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
All right.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I'm gonna turn up your volume. Let me know if it's too loud. Oh,
We're not
come on.
going to go
There we
through
go.
with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
So we get multiple voices as we go along. The first voice is the voice of the hero, which is basically our nightly stuff, because I guess we're the hero of this game. And heroes don't usually go around slaying princesses. Not usually.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Guess we're just gonna proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're gonna ignore the blade this time. Because I want to go through the first way we did it before.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels
so
heavy
bad.
and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I lived in basements before. It's not so bad. It could be a little damp, and there could be rotten wood. But it's all right. Don't like be against basements.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the
Let's let it fool us.
manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game.
It'll be
by coming here
fine.
unarmed.
Don't worry. What's the worst that could happen? Hi, just checking in. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you lying. I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous
We're gonna
letting
save her.
out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
This narrator. I don't know about you, narrator.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Oh.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Also, this pointer cursor is our
Walk
hand.
downstairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I'm pretty sure
There's
we're
a
not
heavy
human.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What happened to the other chain? I never figured it out. Because there's no, like, manacle on her other arm.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Yeah, look at her. What could she possibly do?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
It's fine.
Hi.
Hi.
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever. That's such a fairy tale thing to say.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
I got my
Don't
strength.
do it.
Of
If she gets out
pulling?
of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
It's fine, narrator. See what I can do.
You're only making this
Aw.
more difficult.
It's pretty cute, though. Look at her. She's so happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No.
No. You're doing the right thing.
I mean, the mistake is not bringing, like, some tool to deal with the chain, like a stick or something.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Tug.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
We could break the wall. Break the wall.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
We never found the key in the demo. Look at the cast shadow. That's good. Look at that. I'm just looking at her drawing.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of
This
day.
reminds me that I haven't
They would
done
have just left
enough
the key to
Inktober
her
stuff.
chains somewhere in the cabin.
Sorry, interrupting you. I'm like way behind my Inktober. This would be like a perfect thing to draw. And there isn't a key. Do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around. We didn't see it.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
No, I don't want to try.
She offers
Do
the
that.
suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
I tried really hard in the demo to get her out of there without cutting off her hand. I don't know if that's possible.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Maybe. I don't know. What hand is that? That's her right hand. I don't know.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Rude.
Is someone else here?
That is.
Your
Let me
shouts
out.
and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the door?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look like a difficult door. We could smash it a bit.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Easier for whom?
Exactly.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I mean, you could kill her with her own chain or something. Like, that's what Princess Leia would have done.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
It's okay. We can hang out. We can just chit chat.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Oh,
before raising her
I
arm to
forgot.
her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Wow. Oh, we can move this picture around.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
I mean, that would be very difficult for her to finish off. I mean, we would probably have to bite her wrist off on the bottom. She wouldn't have like the angle to finish that
It's the
off.
blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Yeah, sorry, Jenny. It's a little grotesque.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Don't worry, narrator. What's the worst that could happen? We're gonna save her.
Fine.
We only have that option because we went in here with the idea of saving her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged.
Oh, now we have like a little. Our
self-inflicted
cursor has a
arm,
knife in it.
just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Oh, she's got nature's lipstick on now.
You cut into her flesh.
I mean, if she hadn't bitten herself, we could have cut higher up. Like, maybe just cut off the thumb or something and slip her hand through.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to save her, but honestly, there's something not quite right about her.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as
Aw,
her gaze meets
look at
yours,
her. She's so
blood
happy.
from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah,
Thank you.
she's got another hand.
Now let's get out of here.
All right, let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I
Hey,
can't
Jenny.
just let her escape into the world.
Yeah, the
As
narrator is
princess
against
approaches
us.
the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, I don't
Wait,
want to kill her.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back.
Yeah, the narrator's controlling us.
Stop it.
Also-
Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Here's our hand, which is definitely not a human hand. So, like I said, my theory from the demo was that we're a monster, and since she's like a human princess, she might be a danger to our species, and maybe ending the world is a metaphor for that. Like if we were a goblin or something.
The
Resist.
blade. Move the blade.
No, I don't want to move it.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
We're gonna work this out
the
together.
princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
We do need a manicure,
what
though.
are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Uh-oh.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Yeah, she's bad at stabbing.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just a little wound. We're
Stay
fine.
strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Aw. The voice of the hero is so heroic.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
It's fine.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
So messy. We ruined her dress with our blood. It's pretty inconsiderate of us.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Aww.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bye-bye. Chapter 2, The Damsel. So depending on how you approach her,
You're on a
you get a
path
different chapter
in the
2.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. My preferences. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit, just so that their voice work, I don't know, is a little stronger. Anyways, we died. This is no problem.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ow. You're so dramatic. Getting terrible deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? But I died. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time,
Voice
did
of
he?
the smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
So we have a new personality in our head. The voice of the smitten, who's in love with the princess.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of
The
us
four
will be
of us.
foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically.
The princess
Sounds
and
like
our
he's the sort who'd
multiple
sacrifice the whole
personalities.
world for a peck on the cheek.
Yeah. I don't know. She seems nice, and, you know, there's other worlds.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Yeah. Smitten knows. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Oh, 1 second. I have a dog who's come downstairs. You might want to go outside and pee. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But when a dog needs to go to the bathroom, you gotta let him out. Otherwise, you have to clean up the floor. Let's see, where were you? Those are two, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
It's very easy to die.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Villain?
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
You did try to kill her.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I don't know, she seemed very nice.
I beg to differ.
Yeah. Don't argue with love.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Exactly.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Guess we'll find out.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
We got better.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
No.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Alright. I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from the cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Alright. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time is because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you
I guess
more.
if
You'll
she's
just
like
have to
super
trust that
magical
what I'm
or something.
saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that
There we
threatens
go.
the world.
Ooh.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Alright. Who locked her in the basement?
Locked her in that basement.
People.
And I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah, it's weird. The narrator's just kind of creating this scenario. Well, people locked her away. They should slay her.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this.
It's like the Lego movie.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
We're the special.
I didn't know we were special.
Voice of the Hero is excited about that.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Alright. I'm good with
Great.
that.
Now, If you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
All right. Proceeds to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
What?
She will lie, she will cheat,
Oh, you already said
she will
this.
do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Oh.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all.
I like our voices are
Everyone
arguing
needs to
now.
hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
All right. We're actually gonna save because I haven't done this. Just in case, if we want to go back here easily, that's the way to do it. We have lots of save spots. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of
Yeah,
the
it's-
cabin
it's
is
nice
clean
now.
and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
All right.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We don't need it. You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
There's a mirror right there. We didn't figure out what the mirror was about in the demo either. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
This whole cabin's different.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the
You didn't
scenery
exist
last
before, Sminton.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
We're gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wait, the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Do we have feathers? Are we a feathered creature? Do we have like a feathered hat? Let's go in the basement. We don't need the blade. She's
The
all
door
right.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet
This is a
glimmers
nice
in the light
basement.
of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
The voice of the Sminton is moving a little too fast.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top form.
I love our voices disagreeing with each other.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Well, they work.
You walk down the stairs
Aw.
and lock eyes with the princess.
Nice.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
I don't think she can hear you.
You know she can't hear,
Oh, there we go.
right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Surely.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I
Aw.
was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Hi. Do you remember me?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And now we're past the demo. So everything is new.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way.
voice of the hero
with the two
likes
of you,
that.
doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Well, he helped.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Uh-huh.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We don't know that she ended a world.
We never saw a world end.
Yeah.
And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
All right.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't
Also,
let
we're in
him
a
distract
basement.
you. Just do your job.
What's this window about? You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back then? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. We could just rescue her. Can we just rescue her?
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Well, eventually
Don't you
she'll get
see how
out.
dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Really?
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Is her hand smaller?
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure I follow.
I want to see what his logic is.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
Well, to be fair, two people can be wrong.
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
There we go.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
That is a fun word. I would had no idea how to say that. All right, thank the voice actors.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
Is it gonna work?
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Oh, geez. Maybe not do that. Don't do that.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
The voice of the hero is conflicted. They're a hero, so they want to save the day, but they don't know what day they want to save. Oh, really?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Aw, look at her. So happy with her little hands.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
With her monster hands.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yay.
The princess
Aw.
jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
And she's hugging us.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I don't know. Do you want to destroy the world? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. Aw.
That sounds perfect.
Yay.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Yeah.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Aw.
I like to think that you do, actually.
Sorry, narrator.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Maybe she won't end the world if she's in love.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you.
She's not gonna push us
She doesn't
down,
have
is
to be
she?
so happy about this.
I worry that she's gonna secretly just murder us.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Rude.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
We could reach through there. We could pull. We're both up here now. We could
Oh no.
give it a
Did
shove.
someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Yay, true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Met her twice.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Wow, take that, narrator.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
The voice of the hero doesn't know what to do. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I got this. Let's do it together.
Okay.
The power of love
Yeah, let's do it.
and shoulders. Also, there doesn't appear to be a lock.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech.
Black.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's the power of love. It's making the situation work to our advantage. Yeah, we're rolling 20s here.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Yeah. We
You
did
and the
it.
princess make your way upstairs.
There's a knife there.
And the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No. We're gonna do it. Take the blade, slay the print. No! You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make
I mean,
me
to be
suffer.
fair, the narrator's trying to save the
I
world.
hate you.
And we're just being a jerk. But she looks so happy.
That's the way
Look
out.
at that.
We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Yeah, we got we got an achievement for that. Romantic haze.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Is the world ending?
Where did everything go?
Oh, I think the world's ending. Whoopsie doodles.
Where did he go?
The narrator's
Oh,
gone.
is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, your dress is kind of low cut. Maybe you need a scarf or something.
Oh, quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
So I guess we are feathery. Oh, that's normal. Okay. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Oh, it's the mirror.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... Why is it here?
Also, I have
Why
a
now?
cat right in front of my monitor right now. Come on. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Approach the mirror. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I don't think we have a lot of options. I don't know where she went.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
I know, the nerve. Maybe she isn't the cause of the... I mean, she's not willing the world to end, but something is causing the world to end be with her? Or the world we're in isn't really the world, which might be a thing. Approach the mirror. Oh, we'll talk with the narrator.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
I think the narrator might be the world.
The villain vanquished.
Okay, I need the cat out of my way. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
We don't have any options. Ignore him. It's gonna be fine. You approach the mirror. Gaze into our reflections. Silence as you reach forward. Oh, because there's no narrator. We have to narrate ourselves. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. I guess we're gonna go to the cabin. Oh, there she is. Abby, come on. Cats like to sit right in front of my monitor. You're at the cabin. Approach her. She's not gone, she's right there.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. You know the narrator. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Or are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Answering a question with a question. Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Okay. It's answering a lot. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Oh?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Oh?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
The gift of a fragile vessel. We'll just go through these things.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, how we approach her changes her mood.
Do not mourn
So,
her.
I guess
She has served her purpose.
I guess we reflect on her, which there's a mirror too, like reflections and all that, blah, blah. Words. Do not mourn her, she has served her purpose. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's true. But there's nothing else. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. The princess got taken away by these arms. The narrator is gone. Our voices are gone. It's just us. And whatever this is, I feel it's like an entity that's created the princess to do things. And now they're taking her back. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess? I don't think you are.
She is part of
Oh,
me,
okay.
and part of me is her.
There's lots of answers, but they're not good answers. But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles.
So do you.
Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Well, we were kind of in love, and I don't feel we have that thing anymore. That spark is kind of gone with the mini arms. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Yeah, this game is a lot more deeper than you'd expect, like from the initial concept. Attack the entity. I don't want to attack the entity. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole.
That makes sense
And
because
perhaps then we
oh,
will
sorry.
know our freedom.
like when our voiceover smitten made things happen because he believed in them. Why do I want to kill you? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Oh, geez.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
All right. That doesn't answer anything. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
All right. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
So I think she wants me to redo this and create different princesses to unite with her to do something. What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Alright. She doesn't have, like, knowledge of everything. She just wants me to do things. Not going back. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I'll do my best.
You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Rude. Chapter 1. Alright.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Alright, let's try different things. Let's just walk away. Screw
Seriously?
this.
You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Little sushi. Hey. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for 30 months. Awesome. Did I try to subscribing to the princess? I think I just did that in that round. It's good to see you. So I'm gonna try to get this cat away from my monitor. Sorry. I have to do it nicely, otherwise she'll poop on stuff. Okay. Oh, the voice of the hero is here. The voice of the hero is...
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Trying to figure out how dinner works. If you just sit around long enough and look hungry, eventually someone will bring you food. Isn't that how it works? Or if you're like my cats, you just walk up to someone and just make some noise at someone until they give you food. That works too.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Maybe. We're gonna leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Oh, well, I hope his tummy feels better. I have leftovers, but I don't know if they would make it to you in time. I don't care, not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely
Gauche.
ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess, because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
I'm really glad I didn't have to read this. I would miss a lot of words.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh, universe. What does the universe know? We saw it end. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I think the next time around we'll do what the narrator wants.
And here we go.
Hey,
As you
stream
trudge
elements.
into the woods, something strange starts to
What are you
happen.
doing here?
At first, it's
Oh yeah, we broke
little
reality.
flickers
Whoops.
out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
And Nightbot. Silly bots. Bot fight.
In every direction, there is a path.
Yeah, we broke
Okay.
reality.
It's
Sorry.
not just a cabin. The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Well, we kind of know that there's a multi-dimensional thing going on, that because that arm goddess creature wants us to visit her again with different princesses.
Wait,
I
what's
think.
going on?
I think.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate
The
of the world.
Narrator's having a hissy fit.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The world ended. Whoopsie doodles. Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
There's
And
like
in
a
the
wall
basement of
now.
that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead and that the princess has yet to end the world, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And to answer your question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Yeah, there's definitely Stanley Parable going on.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
We got a new voice.
The entire world ending wasn't
Contrarian.
enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are.
I guess the
plenty
world
of ways
ending
to
would
pull
ruin
that off.
everyone's day.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
I kind of like the voice of the hero is practical. Like, they don't want to kill the princess, but they want to do the right thing.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Alright. Those walls weren't here the last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
That makes sense. What was what was that movie? The Village. The village makes me think of the village. Are we in the village? Yep. Okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Yeah, we don't have a choice.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yeah. You already said this before.
Stop going in there. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Ooh.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Alright, you can go to the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong.
That's not
A
right.
confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
This wasn't in the
So
demo
shifted.
either.
An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Interesting. This is like when modding goes wrong.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
It's like I drew the table.
Perched on that table
The
is a
perspective
twisted
is all
blade.
wrong.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
Oh,
But it's a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway.
that sounds fun.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
A princess.
How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Like I said, I feel bad for the narrator. Next time around, we'll do what he wants.
You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Alright.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest.
The contrarian
What's
is
gonna happen
fun.
if we lose ourselves?
He's asking the questions we all really want to ask.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Stay calm.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
See, that's a good motto to go with. Everything is real, just accept it, go with it.
Okay.
Oh, I hit a right. I hit my right mouse button. Actually, we'll save up here. Why not? Why not?
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
All right. Do we get to talk now? Let's look at our mirror again.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
I wonder if we can see through it now that we've... No.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Last time the mirror kind of got rid of our voices.
But there was a mirror a second ago,
But it was a different mirror.
and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Alright. We'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and...
Oops, sorry. Be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay,
I'll give you a
fine,
narrator.
took the
I
knife.
can narrate
You really
if I
shouldn't
could
hold it
read
like
better.
Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Really?
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Alright. We're gonna hold it the other way. We're gonna
Switch your grip on the
we
blade.
switched our blade around.
Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better?
The contrarian is having so much fun.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window. Let's do that.
Yes! Do it! Seriously.
We broke 2 windows.
Throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
Love it. Love it.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Poor voice of the
Done
hero.
is done. Good luck, hero.
Alright, let's go. Let's go visit the princess. I wonder what
The
she.
door to
Oh
the
my
basement
gollies.
creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
I hope
Nothing
this
here
is
seems to
fun.
belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
So it really smells of nothing.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
If we can find her.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello?
Oh,
Hi.
that's nice.
What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
I think it's multiple princesses' voices are getting mixed up. Because we seem to be different cabins.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
It's fine.
We don't even have a weapon.
It's fine.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
What's that?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Nah.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Love you. Take the harsh stairs to the left. Take the center stairs. Take the soft stairs. Let's take the soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you.
Like an escalator.
You don't feel like there's any concern you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Nice.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in.
Uh-oh.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Maybe we should go back up?
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness,
Well,
the very struggle to continue forward,
looks super
consuming your every
comfortable.
thought.
We're like in Pillow Land.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Yay.
consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh, we made it. Don't worry, you were just kind of tripping.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Yay.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
Well, the knife is gone.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She
There we go.
seems normal.
I have a cat in front of my monitor again. Come on. Well, you can sit here. You can sit beside me. Come on. No. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like being pulled apart and put back together. You know what happened to me? Or no, you're locked up for a reason. You know why? A threat to the world. Let's not do that. Let's ask her name.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Aw.
Princess.
Oh.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Yeah, I think we broke the universe a little bit. It's
we can
okay.
do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
We just wandered around. We didn't even see her.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
There was no words of wisdom.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Uh-huh.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There we go. Getting down here was weird.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Aw.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out.
So
Barely
loud.
a way in. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
It's fine.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
What do you want me to do?
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade.
It's gone.
The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it.
It's true, I did it.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
It's fine.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Uh-oh. My voices are going insane. I'm gonna try to get her out. Oh, I'm saying multiple things to all her people. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Regretfully think about the time you threw the blade out the window. We're doing all three.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a
Oh, this one
confident
looks
stride.
dangerous.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
All right. Oh.
You find the blade suddenly in
Wait.
your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
So we're slaying her, we're leaving her, we're saving her. And I think she's murdering us at the same time.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
I love this game. They had fun.
But this... We can't...
Psychological horror is so much better than, horror.
Do you not have anything...
Oh,
witty to
she's
say?
getting all smushy.
I could use a good bit of wit right now.
I'm sure it's fine.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Oh, one of her is dead. Whoops.
I think he's gone.
We did it. We broke the narrator.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
I think that's part of her quest is to, destroy the narrator. So look how many fingers there are. And 2 thumbs.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others,
they just don't fit.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I mean, it would be nice to get rid of the dead ones.
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah, we definitely did this.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. You just destroyed everything. I'm not gonna fix you. It's gonna be okay. Oh, well. We did it. We got the hand thing to grab her. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you'll never know. If she hears your reply, she's gone. Memories return. Ooh. And because the narrator is gone, we have to narrate ourselves.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nope.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. And you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that.
Yeah, this gets rid of her voices. So I guess they don't like it. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay.
I think that's a
You say
lie.
so. You're not messing with us, right?
approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. I've grown? Am I changing? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Here she is. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yay.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Alright, do you have anything more to say? Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
It's interesting. So we have two paths. We have the slay a princess path, or to get her to this point where we give her to this deity thing, which may be a bad thing. What does it feel like to change?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Yeah, either we're doing something really great and noble and gonna benefit everybody in the universe, or we're doing something absolutely horrible and we're like unleashing hell on the world.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
We'll find out.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Aw. I apparently have feathers. That's all I know about me. You know that at the end, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? I don't think I want to do that. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now.
So maybe we can't get the same princesses?
The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
That'd be very convenient, so we don't accidentally do the same paths over and over again. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've ever met. Thank you. Aw, that's so sweet and sad.
Kind to you. You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
We're like the only two beings in this universe. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Alright. You don't have any preferences. I don't feel that's necessary. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay. It helps her
I
grow
would be alone
since
and
them
without sensation.
princesses
I
having
could
different
not feel the joy
story.
of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
All right. Thank you. So yeah, the princesses having different experiences helps shape whatever this is. I mean, we're Vessel. She doesn't know. Act the entity. One day, maybe. I don't know. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
All right.
We will meet again.
Ow. Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. We'll do what the narrator does this time,
You're
just
on
to,
a path in the woods,
because I feel bad for
and at the
pissing
end
him
of
off
that
so much.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Is a princess.
You're here to
We can skip a bit. Thanks for telling
Don't
me.
mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She
Blah
will
blah
lie.
blah. Cheat. Blah blah blah. Let's go. The voice of the hero didn't show up.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
The voice of the hero
You
isn't
take
here.
the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Maybe because I'm just going along with it. Maybe I'm not a hero.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Welcome, Raiders.
This is an oppressive place.
Feisty Streams. Welcome,
The air
welcome.
feels heavy and damp.
Sorry,
A
we got
hint
the
of
narrator
rot
yelling at
filtering
me.
from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Let me do some. Let's do a shout out. There we go. Phasmophobia. Awesome. Yeah, welcome everybody. Yeah. And thank you for the follow. Feisty Streams, how was your stream? How was your broadcast? Did you find a ghost? And yeah, welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Acrylicbased, variety streamer. Play all sorts of games. We're doing a little spooky games for October, and we're playing Slay the Princess, which has turned from a horror game to like a psychologically weird game. And yeah, we have a narrator who tells us that we're supposed to slay a princess, and we have options to try to do that or not to do that. Right now, I think we're gonna go with the narrator.
Her voice carries up
I've
the
been mean to
stairs.
him all stream. Ooh, HGGA members, yeah. Well, thank you for your support. Appreciate it. I love the Hyrule Gaming Group. All the good beans are there. Oh, do I have a command about that? I don't know if I do.
Who's there?
Oh,
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
yeah. This game just came out today. I played a demo of it on Friday. So I got a little taste of it. And now we're going like deep into the lore.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the
Also,
manipulation.
just a warning: there is, blood and gore a little bit, and a lot of psychological stuff going on. Just gonna continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Oh yeah, no worries. Feel free to de-stream. any raiders, if you want to step back, have a break, have some food, yeah, talk, lurk, you know, come and go as you feel. It's all good. And yeah, thanks for coming around as we go visit this princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is
Oh,
she
there's
really
a,
a threat
there's
to
a
the
voice every
world?
hero. They came back.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. We're just gonna go through it for it this time.
You step forward.
We've tried to save her before.
As you steel your resolve.
I want to help the narrator
Oh,
raider
we're
this
talking
time.
then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't know.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Ooh, soup. Soup sounds good. What type of soup?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
The princess could probably use some soup.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
All right, let's go.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
She looks so sad.
You feel
Whoopsie
flesh
doodles.
easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I didn't think I'd win.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we do have feathers. There's a lot of them. I don't think I've seen this far up our arm before.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
But
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
maybe.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
So we found out in previous rounds that our will or our belief can affect reality. So if we believe that we can't kill her, she might not die.
Yes. Even as she
Oh.
lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
She looks dead.
But is it over? Really over?
I don't know. Of course not. That was too easy. Of course she is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Oh, there's my HGG Nightbot command.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Well, we did do something terrible.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
Oh,
But it was for the greater good.
it's nice that the
One of these days that will sink in.
narrator's
help
being
ease
nice
your
to our
guilty
voice.
conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a
Yep.
world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
I don't know. I think the world ended.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
All right. We're happy, everybody. This is bullshit. Let me out. Oh, okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind.
We're going with the narrator this time. We're gonna make him happy,
This is what's best
and we're
for
gonna be
everyone.
happy.
Trust me.
Happy.
Time passes.
We're just
You
gonna
can't be
live
sure
here.
if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Well, he's narrating us being happy. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Yay, happy. Screw time. We don't need time.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before
All the
that
words
shift,
are gone except for happy.
you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
We got the good ending. We did it.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. So the goddess thing stopped us from winning the game. Interesting.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here.
Interesting.
Though you're probably not going to like
in the
it.
demo version, that's the happy ending. That's how you win the game.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Well, we can.
He's right.
We're gonna have to do it.
It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
We don't have a choice,
Do you
narrator.
not?
I tried to go
There's
with you.
more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
We're gonna dare. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? We need to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
We pissed him off. Sorry,
Fine.
I tried. I really
Whatever.
did.
For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Oh, poor princess.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
It's just so rushed.
The end. Nice knowing you.
He's so pissed off. I tried. Oh, the specter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
So, any raiders...
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Well, we'll let her do. Let him say his thing. Basically, you go through, you try to slay the princess, or you save her. One of your choices will end up, or you'll end up in a second round that looks identical, and things will change based on whatever choices you went through. And you'll find a different princess. Generally.
You're here to slay her.
But I killed myself.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it.
I wonder
that
what
way.
her voice is. Her other voice.
That's fine.
Oh, the voice of the cold.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Alright. Well, we don't have a reason to
A warning
deny this.
before you go any further. She
Yeah,
will
yeah,
lie.
yeah.
She won't be a problem.
We can skip stuff now. It won't be a problem. The voice of the cold is just very confident in what we're gonna do. So what time is it? It is
The interior
12:22.
of the cabin is cold.
This is probably going to be
Soft
our last.
odor of dirt permeating the air.
Or,
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
are we good? All right. This will probably be my last round for now. We'll play this again on Friday.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you
I
want
kind
to
of
do
see
this
this game
right.
to its end.
It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Yeah. I don't think we need the blade. Let's just... I mean, approaching the mirror doesn't do anything. Let's go into the basement. The mirror disappeared once the door opened.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Yeah, everything's dead.
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I love the art is so good. I love it.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
Naturally.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, I guess we should check.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the
Yep,
final
she's still
step,
dead.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Hi, how's it going?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
I know we killed you before, but it's okay. We're cool, right?
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Voice of the hero is afraid of ghosts.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I don't know, ghostly things.
Oh, it's
It's
you.
still chained to the wall.
Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
I don't know. If you kill a ghost, does it come back to life? Oh, I'm gonna snooze an ad. I'm gonna snooze the ads. Grab her? Wait to see how this things play out? Sure.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Maybe.
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Oh. Well. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you not... What are you doing not being dead? You know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. Actually, we just went off and killed her right away. Sorry I killed you. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? You want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? I already did that. People want you dead, blah blah blah. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
I got better.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I don't really know what I am.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
That's odd.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here.
Oh, we can save her.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
I really can't. I'm actually stuck here too.
After all,
Oh,
you own me.
hi.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
That seems fair.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape.
Yeah.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
I don't. That's interesting.
Now,
Let's
isn't
find out.
that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so...
Oh, that would be
so
kind of
badly.
neat.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Let's do it. Let's go down this path. If I let you do it, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
All right.
That doesn't
Sounds
sound
fair.
very reassuring.
Sounds fair.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
That's true.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
I don't think the narrator knows what's going on. I need to think on this. Sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Let's go.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Aw.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
Nice.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
It'll be fine, don't worry. We're just possessed by a ghost who's might be killing
I'm
us
afraid
a
it's
little
too
bit.
late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
I guess she's trying to move us without, us moving.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Oh,
Your
that's
eyes
good.
flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Nice.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Oh, sorry.
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Sorry?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass. I'm...
There are different reflections in our mirror, aren't they?
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
I don't know. I've just been calling my personalities.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Aw. She's uniting us.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Is the narrator gone?
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, not really. They do their own thing.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Who?
You don't need to know what
Oh, there
I
he
am.
is.
You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Wow, calling him out.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, she's us.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, narrator.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Uh-huh.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Let's leave. We're just gonna leave. Screw you.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
It's nice that the narrator and princess can actually have a conversation.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that at all.
We know where she's gonna go
It could
anyway.
mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I
Do some
suppose
logic.
it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
I don't know. Find out.
Against the backdrop
Oh,
of
there's
the
the
inane
knife.
conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Well, don't tell him.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Rude.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Take the blade. Nope, we're gonna go forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Yay.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle.
That should
You
be like
pause
a
before you open
reading
it,
card or something.
exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But
Nice.
exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see.
Oh, he's gone.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone.
The narrator's
So is
gone.
everything else.
In the universe. Yeah, the universe ended.
So we did slay him after all. We had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? they're taking her out of the cabin near the end of the world. We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we are part of the world.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Alright. Hi. How's it going? Oh yeah, narrator's gone, so I have to narrate. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Anna, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm sorry. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Flo.
These are happy noises too.
Don't mention
I think this is where I meant to be.
Oh. They got her. The arms got her. You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memories return.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It will be. Don't worry.
You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Okay. See if we look any different. Approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always takes them, or makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Yeah, that's different. We're goopy now. You've withered. Oh, because we're dead. Or we got the dead princess, so it maybe we're like slightly decomposed. Or we're slowly becoming like some sort of creature. Find yourself in a long quiet once again. Go to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Alright.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
I don't know. Giving her to princesses changes her. Like, it doesn't seem to physically change her.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? Let's get off that. Doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make it worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. I don't know what you are. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Alright. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Yeah, I think our princesses from now on are going to be a little more aggressive and angry.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen.
Yeah, I don't think she knows more
the
than
angles
us.
of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
And she's not all-knowing.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe. I feel we're gonna destroy the universe, but, you know, we got a job. You still not care what I bring you next? I'm ready to go back. I don't know what these would do.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. All right. I think we're gonna
You're on a path in the
blah
you're
blah blah
here.
blah blah. I think we're gonna stop it here. We're gonna go this one. Hopefully, I'll remember that one. Yeah, we'll continue this on Friday. I want to see what happens when I bring her all the princesses. we tried to get the happy ending and we were denied it. So we'll see what happens. And I'll have to do things like see what happens when I try to kill her or kill myself. Anyways, this is Slay the Princess. It just came out today. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty deep game from what what you think of when you hear the title or the main, I guess the concepts that they advertise. Not just about slaying princesses. There's something bigger going on. But we'll continue this on Friday. Thank you, Sushi. But before we raid out, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank our chatters. Thank you, chatters. You gotta thank the lurkers. Lurkers are loved. Thank you to our... Oh, I gotta stop an ad from running. Thank you to our raiders. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you to our new follower. Thank you as well. And to the VOD watchers from the future. I hope the future is bright.